What's up, y'all? Thanks for joining for my first video, which is a beautiful 7-minute stretch flow for climbers. By the end of this video, if you do all the stretches properly, we'll have released tension in our shoulder, our upper trap, our bicep, our spine, hips, hamstrings. So it's a really great flow. And we're going to start off in this prone position on our hands and knees. And first, we're going to release tension in our pec. Make sure you're breathing very deeply because these can be overwhelming. Hold for 10 seconds if you've never done before. We're going to start by kicking our left hand out in this Y position. Kick your right leg back. That'll release tension in the spine. Hold it for a sec. And finally, bring that right leg forward. Once I bring my right hand up, that is going to apply a lot of pressure in my pec. And when you're doing it properly, you should feel that pressure. If you don't, maybe try bringing your shoulder farther away from your head. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. It feels really weird if you just release the tension on one side of the shoulder, so we're going to swing it around. Right hand in the Y position, left leg kicked back. Bring my left leg forward again, and left arm up. See, I'm adjusting my left leg to make sure that everywhere from my feet all the way to my neck and spine is in a nice straight line. That's going to really make the stretch go much smoother. Apply the force well. When we're doing this, we're breathing in deeply through the ribs and exhaling deeply through our core. Breathing in deeply, breathing out deeply. We're going to go right into the next one. Feel free to pause it if you're overwhelmed. I'm going to roll on my back, feet over my head, and now I'm stretching my spine. To everyone who does yoga, this is a familiar position, plow pose. If you haven't done this before, feel free to keep your legs in more of a 12 o'clock position and have your feet kind of get pulled down by gravity. If you can go in this 3 o'clock position by me, great, then you're probably not a beginner. But for everyone else, just stay calm. If you can only hold it for 10 seconds, great. You know, this is a progression. It wouldn't be natural to have all of these down immediately. But you're doing a great job, so keep going. Always making sure we're breathing deeply, and we roll back down through the spine. Excellent. Very nice job. Right into the next one, we're going to lay in this left side plank position, knees, head, and elbows forward. I'm going to take my right arm and I'm going to grab the top of my right foot. I'm going to lean my neck, and this is going to release pressure in my upper trap muscle, in the area that's very tight for climbers, because generally climbers have very weak core and mid-back, which makes all the pressure from pull-ups go to your traps. So you can see more easily, I'm doing this on the other side. I'm using my left foot to push away my left hand. That is what's creating the pull in my lower bicep and trap. So your whole arm is being pulled down. So that's where that pressure comes from. Make sure we're breathing deeply and exhaling deeply. Great job, y'all. Stick with me. I know it's overwhelming. Now we're going to stretch our hips. This is a basic frog pose where we're going to just open our knees and press our pelvis into the ground. You can even sit up in this position if it feels more comfortable. Feel free to not go as low as me. See, I'm kind of kicking my legs out even more. Feel free to experiment with this position. Now I'm in this 45 degree, 90 degree, kind of a middle split in a 90-degree hold with my other leg. This is very good for releasing tension in the inside of your knee, kind of your MCL, LCL area, and your hips. So it's a beautiful stretch, guys. Hold it for as long as you can without feeling, too woozy. We're going to come out of that. And now I'm grabbing my blocks. You can pause it if you don't have any blocks, or you can just keep going and kind of stand up in this position. And this is also a really great hip stretch, a bit more advanced than the frog pose. I'm going to kick my left leg out like I'm doing a middle split. And I'm going to use my right arm and hand to grab around my ankle and push away my right knee. So the stretch is really coming from using my elbow to push my knee open. So it's a really great hip stretch. Make sure we're breathing deeply. Great job, y'all. Great job. This mobility and flexibility is going to go a long way on the wall. Going to have improved performance and mobility and just feel a lot better. You'll be soar in new and exciting places, as one person who I showed these told me. Again, we're breathing deeply. Great job, y'all. So I'm sticking with the blocks. Again, you can do this without blocks. We're going to stretch the front of our thigh, which is called a quad stretch. I'm putting my right leg out in this lunge position. And you're going to grab your back foot and leg with whatever opposite limb. So I'm grabbing my left foot with my right hand right now, and I have my knee under the blocks and I have my left hand on the blocks. If you're not feeling it in your quad, you're kind of feeling it in your hips, make sure to squeeze those glutes, get that stomach pulled down, and push those glutes forward. That's what's going to really pull in the quad. That's something they talk about a lot in yoga and Pilates and ballet, squeezing the glutes and pulling that core down. You don't want your spine to be, kind of curving and your butt to be arched and your back to be arched. You want to pull that all in. That's what's going to make it work well. So we're going to do the same on the other side. You see I'm accidentally holding with the wrong limb, so you see I adjust to actually make it work well. So a lot of times when it's wrong, you will feel the difference. So we're going to hold that position again. I'm finally holding it the right way. We're just going to do the same thing. Breathe deeply. Great job, y'all. You're almost already done. It's a very quick flow. Breathing very deeply. Great job, y'all. I'm very proud of y'all. These are stretches I'll be doing very often. Thanks for watching. Keep up the good work.